Okay, baby. Clark the Shark, 1-800-449-8255. Now, here's what I'm talking about. When you go to Google anything about black voters, KAMALA, Trump, you hear all this feel-good news. The Democrats give you, KAMALA has overwhelming black support. Really? Well, you go in here, you guys, and you go to this one, and you click on it. Now, you guys saw my previous video, right? Just a moment ago, where I said it's 15% now. So Trump's doubled his black vote. And now here's a liberal crosstab right here. All their polls are saying it too. Like, yeah, we don't dispute this. Trump's doubled the Kamala Harris black vote, or the Joe Biden black vote from 2020, or what would have been. You got the idea. And the Democrats are like, no, Sharky, Kamala's up by 6, she's up by 5, she's up by 4. Really? How's that possible? In the crosstabs, Ipsos, whatever your name is, CNN, fake poll, even Fox. Now, Fox should know better than this. All you got to do, you guys, is go look at any poll, go into the black crosstabs, and here you will see, plain as day, you guys, 77%. You think Kamala... That's 70% basically. Look at all these not for Kamala voting blacks. 2024. Here it is right here. Black voters support Harris over Trump and Kennedy by a wide margin. What? No, they don't. Look at your own crosstabs. Okay, the first one, you guys. 13. Okay, all black voters, 13% for Trump. You guys, that's a fucking disaster for Harris. 13, and then that don't even count like the Kennedy and other. You guys, I'm not making this up. I didn't print this. It's not phony or fudged or fake. Why is MSNBC and CNN not showing you guys this? Why does Clark the Shark? Go on Google right now yourself, Friday, September 20, 2024, about a month and a half, 2 months before the election. Dude, go check it out for yourself. Trump has 13. These are liberal polls trying to feed you info that, there's excitement in the air for Kamala because she has overwhelming black support. No, she doesn't. Biden nailed these people, dude, 92-8, 93-7 in 2020. But Trump got 13 in the first one. Men, 16. Now, keep in mind, you guys, these numbers are probably skewed a little bit. The real number is probably not 13 on the first one, all black voters. 13 is probably really like 17 or 18 or even 20. Men, they say here 16% for Trump. That's a fucking huge number, you guys. But I'll bet you the number's 25 with black men, or 20. Okay, this is liberal skewed polling here. They're not telling you, they're not showing you, they're not admitting this or something. Or maybe they are showing you this and lying to you right in your face that Kamala has this huge black support. She does not. It says right here in these crosstabs. Men, 16. Women, 10. 10% of black women not voting for Kamala right here. I think this is CNN, MSNBC uses this. And this is skewed. This is a lie. It's not even true. But if this is true, you guys, this is a fucking nightmare for the Democrats. This means they're going to lose because they got to keep this number like 93-7 They don't want this number 87 to 13 or, 86 to 14. But baby, that's what they got now. That's according to liberal polls here on the Clark the Shit Show. You can go Google this yourself right now. Check these crosstabs. And this is what Rasmussen keeps saying. This is one of them. And he also says, like the Taylor Swift girls aren't as high for Taylor. That's like 60-40, you guys. That's not like the black vote. 40% of Taylor Swift girls are voting Trump. That's a big number, you guys. The liberals at MSNBC aren't showing you this. Okay, but they're telling you Kamala's up by 6, she's up by 7, she's up by 4, and now they're kind of like, well, you know what? She's really up by 3. Clark the Shark's right. All these guys at Rasmussen and Atlas Intel, Insider Advantage, Fox, Trafalgar, they might be kind of right. You know why we might be kind of right, mainstream media? Because we're looking at crosstabs like this one. The black vote. First line here, you guys. First one, all black voters 13, men 16, women 10. Ages 18 to 49, 19%. Ages 18 to 49, 19 for Trump. 50 plus, they say only 6. I bet that number's fucking higher, you guys. College degree or more, 7. Wow! 7% of black people. That's what the number really usually is. But if you look at all these other tabs, oh, dude, it ain't 7, baby. It's like 19, 16, 13. Now, look at the last one. Now, here's the scariest one of all for you liberals out there. This is September 20, 2024. No college degree black people. 15% of them for Donald Trump. Dude, that's fucking bad. 74% for Harris. We expect that. But really, we expect like 91 or like 92. We don't expect no 15, you guys. Look at it yourself. Look at it. Read it. Liberal out there. Swiftie, little blondie girl, white girl, you don't know anything about Iran or North Korea or the economy because you live with your mommy and daddy. You don't know what $3,000 a month rent is. You've never seen any homeless. Yet, you're only 13 or 14. You're not even 18. Or 18-year-old Swiftie voting for Swift, huh? Look at this poll. Oh, there's a lot of black people not voting for Kamala. This is released today, you guys. This isn't from 8 months ago. This is from September 20, 2024, Friday. The scary stat to me here that just leaps out at me, ages 18 to 49, blacks, 19% of them voting for Trump. And then the media tries to run this as a headline and spin this as overwhelming support for Kamala. No, it isn't, you guys. That's a fucking lie. Overwhelming support would be 93 to 7. Meaning 93% of blacks, like they usually vote Democrat, is in the 90s. Dude, you guys, this is fucking 70s and 60s shit here. I mean, this is bad. And then you got all this vote for Kennedy that will probably go to Trump. Look over here to your right. This is like press the panic button kind of shit. Well, dude, read it for yourself. And that's why Rasmussen, Atlas Intel, even Fox now are like, you guys, we're going to have to run proper, correct polls showing Trump ahead 50 to 47 by 3, which is what it really is. You know, these MSNBC, CNN, USA Today polls are bullshit. And even the New York Times is saying this. They're like, we can't have Kamala up by 3 or 2. It's got to be Trump because look at the black fucking vote. 19% of black people, 18 to 49, right here, are for Trump. There it is, you guys. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show. The fabulous Clark the Shark Alama Ding Dong, the Swami. He knows all, he sees all. the sharkadoodle-doo, just like that girl who predicted Kennedy would get shot back in the 60s. I'm going to predict right now Kamala's going to win this election, you guys, because mail-in votes are going to come in at 6 in the morning. But before that, at midnight, back at 11 p.m., oh, baby, fucking A, Trump is going to win huge. The Democrats are going to have to bus in votes from Ukraine and shit, or Madagascar. I don't know where. But according to these crosstabs, they ain't getting them from blacks. Their black thing is in the 70s, 60s here. Look at it. Go here and Google this yourself. Right here, and you heard it at the Clark the Shark show. You could say you heard it from Rasmussen. You could say you heard it from Trafalgar. Trafalgar, that guy that was really accurate in 2020 and 2016, he predicted Trump would win. Trump had big black support in 2016. It was like this. But in 2020, because of COVID, all these people thought, oh, Joe Biden's going to do better with COVID, which he didn't. COVID is still around right now, and in fact, it's worse than ever. Just like our economy, just like inflation, just like gasoline prices and everything else that's bad, high rent, high cost of milk, cereal, eggs, butter, bread, everything out of control. Because businesses are afraid of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and high taxes, regulations, and they crank up the prices because they're scared. Oh, Trump gets in there, dude, fucking shit'll cost 30 cents because they won't be scared. Right here on the Clark the Shark show, the fabulous, amazing Dr. Shark, PhD. Or you can just call me Dr. Phil. As a matter of fact, call me Dr. Oz, because he should have won. And now what's weird is Fetterwoman is starting to change and move right. I guess he's looking at these polls too, you guys. These crosstabs and all the polls. Black support for Trump is 20%. And the polls now, like MSNBC, are like, well, Clark the Shark, the Swifties, they're overwhelmingly for Taylor. So that's why Kamala's winning by... Okay, maybe not by 5 or 6. Now she's winning by 3. Well, you guys, she can't win by 3. She'll lose. That's within the margin of error. You guys have got to make fake polls like you always do. But how are you going to do that when 25% of people in the black community are voting Trump? You can't. The math isn't there. There's no room for your fake arithmetic. CNN, MSNBC, New York Times. Even the New York Times is like, you guys, Shark's right. We can't say Kamala's too far ahead. We've got to come up with some number. Let's go to union. Oh, fuck. Unions don't support her. Now they support Trump. You guys are running out of fucking support here, you guys. You're losing Swifties. Little girls are only 60% in favor of Kamala. 40% of them aren't. You're losing blacks to the tune of 20, 25, according to these crosstabs. And now you're fucking what? You're losing unions? Dude, you're going to lose everything here. Cenk Uygur, TYT, Anderson Pooper, CNN, Maddow, MSNBC. You guys are running out of the ability to create phony fake polls. You can't do it when you don't have unions, you don't have Swifties, and you don't have blacks. You have to lean hard on who? Dude, you can't lean now on Hispanics. They're like 60-40. They're more like 55-45. 45% of them are for Trump. You got a big problem here. Okay, white college kids. You got those, I admit it. But now, instead of 31% Biden, those are only 14% Biden. So you're fucking losing them too. You guys, don't just listen to fake polls out there. Go into the crosstabs and analyze the poll, and you will see how they are faking it. At CNN, MSNBC, USA Today, NBC, ABC, you will see that their fucking poll is fake and they're full of shit. And soon, in a few more days, they're going to start admitting it that, yeah, Trump's winning. We got fucking Eskimos in Alaska voting for Kamala. We admit it. We ain't got shit. Right here on the Clark the Shark show. You don't believe me? You think I'm full of crap? Go look at the crosstabs. Dig into the data. It says right here, you guys, this is liberal CNN, crosstab right here. Ages 19 to 49. 19% blacks voting for Trump right there. This isn't Fox News. This isn't some right-wing conspiracy poll like Rasmussen or Trafalgar here. This isn't Atlas Intel, or this isn't New York Times here, you guys. This isn't LA Times Dornzeif USC, which, by the way, shows Trump winning. And that poll's never been wrong. This is CNN right here, you guys, telling us that 20% of blacks are voting for Trump. And yet Kamala's ahead by 6. Well, how's that possible? That's impossible. The math is not there. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show, 1-800-449-8255, baby. Don't believe me. Don't take my word. Go Google. Just put black support for Trump 2024, and you will pull up this chart right here. It tells you. I'm not telling you, you guys. I didn't write this. I didn't make it up. And then the headline is, most black voters overwhelmingly for Kamala against Trump and Kennedy. That in itself is misleading and deceptive, because if you break into it, you discover usually blacks are 95% for Democrats. They're not 77 and 68 and all this shit here, you guys. 77, 73, 79, 68. The only one where they're really ahead, supposedly, is 50 plus, like older black voters. And I don't believe that. Those are probably a lot of them for Trump. It says 6% of them, 50 plus age blacks. Well, that number is probably really 10 or 12 or 15. You guys, these polls are even worse than I'm telling you. These polls are skewed by CNN, MSNBC, Wall Street Journal, NBC, USA Today. Dude, Ipsos skews these. They want you to know the truth, that this number is probably really 28% blacks are for Trump. And why wouldn't they be? Rent is $3,000 a month, 9 people living together. The cost of milk, the cost of cereal, gasoline is $6 a gallon. In California, I don't know what it is in the rest of the country, but it's a lot. Inflation out of control, shitty economy, high rent. The rent was already high before Biden was there. It was high during Trump, but I, of course, blame Democrats mainly for that, although Republicans shoulder the blame too, right here on the Clark the Shit Show. But you guys can't deny this tab right here, black voters. Really, I'm going to tell you right now, you guys, 25% of them are now for Trump. Georgia, Milwaukee, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Philly, Detroit, Michigan. I'm going to tell you right now, Trump's going to get 25% of the black vote. Me just looking at this stat right here. This isn't some stat from September of 2023 or 2022. This is 2024, September 20. Right here, you guys. And I'll bet you this stat is bullshit. It is underestimating the black vote that's going to be for Trump 2024. The inflation, the high rent, the gasoline prices, the crime, the illegals taking jobs from blacks. It's true, you guys. You're not going to hear this from Rachel Maddow. And you're not going to hear this from, the bullshit fake polls at Ipsos and, Emerson. Even Emerson is like, yeah, you guys, Clark the Shark's right. Dude, how could she be ahead if blacks are 25% for Trump? Well, I'm not fudging or stretching a number. It says right here, ages 18 to 49 blacks, 19% for Trump. That number should not be that high, you guys. That's fucking ridiculously high number. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show, you guys. It's true. Google it like this, dude. Google black support, and you will see it all. Lower support, sometimes they even admit it. Harris addresses lower support from young black men. Dude, black women too. They ain't supporting her. The media is lying to you with these phony polls, bogus, fake surveys, dude. Polls show 1/4 young black men support Trump. This is today. This is September 2024. 25% of black men support Trump. And then how could she be ahead in any poll? Well, right there, you know, it's bullshit. She ain't leading nothing. Win a debate? How the fuck she win a debate? 25% of blacks don't believe her. Overwhelming majority of black voters in key battlegrounds support. No, they don't. Oh, no, they don't. You dig into the poll, and the Hill tells you 25% don't support her. And the numbers weren't like that for Joe Biden, you guys. They weren't. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show, Harris pledges to learn to what? Learn the vote of black men as Trump makes gains. If Trump's got 25% of black dudes voting for him, the fucking election's over. She better hope and pray that stat isn't real. You guys click on this one right here. The one that says black voters support Harris over Trump and Kennedy by wide margin. You click on that and you're going to be in shock. You're going to be like, oh, fuck. No, they don't. Almost, this poll right here is trying to persuade you how blacks are so in favor of Harris. And then it almost fucking convinces you and hypnotizes you that they are not. It says right here, 19% ages. You would think the 18 to 49-year-old blacks, dude, you wouldn't think they would be for Trump at 20%, but they are right here, according to CNN. USA Today, MSNBC, Ipsos. How is Harris winning? Winning what? What the fuck you talking about? How the fuck can she be winning if blacks are 25% for Trump? You guys are full of shit. You're making it up. It's fake poll. Sometimes you're even admitting it here. You're trying to sell the narrative she's winning when the reality is this. You can't. Because all you could do is a big headline that's fake. Black support, overwhelming. And then you break your crosstab and you're like, well, wait a minute, maybe it's not. Trump shouldn't have 25%, you guys, of blacks. Something's very wrong there. Trump shouldn't even have 13 or 12%. That's way too fucking high. You guys on the left have a big problem with this election. If you've got like even 10% blacks voting for Trump, you got a nightmare. That moves the needle 2 or 3 or 1 even. You can't move the needle even 1 tick. But you're moving it like fucking 15 here. And then you're lying and saying Kamala is ahead. You're fucking liars. I just called it out right here. VR. Clark the Shit Show. 1-800-449-8255. Don't believe these fake headlines, people. She ain't winning shit. And look into their own crosstabs. If CNN tells you she's up by 5, and then go look at the crosstabs, that's all you do, and you see the young women who ain't supporting her, the blacks, especially young blacks and black men that ain't supporting her, that are supporting Trump. Dude, it's fucking true. I mean, I'm not using this as a big reason like people do, but she did arrest and put away a lot of black dudes in California. Maybe damn well that she should have, but that's just true, you guys. That's a mountain you can't move, and that could be why 25% of black men ain't fucking voting for her. Right here on the fabulous, amazing, and true, accurate Rasmussen sanctioned Clark the Shit Show. I'm just kidding, you guys. Rasmussen's probably like, Sharky, you're full of shit. She doesn't have any. What? Yeah, Rasmussen. Yeah, she got 20%. Ages 19 to 49 blacks. She got 20% of them right here, according to CNN. Right here, dude, in color, in living color, no pun. I like that band, by the way. Dude, she got a big problem according to these crosstabs. Now, when you guys hear the dude on Rasmussen on YouTube all the time, and then you hear the guy at Trafalgar, you hear the guy Insider Advantage, Atlas Intel, and now Fox, all saying, yeah, if at best she's ahead maybe by 1 or 0.5. Well, that ain't going to win it for her. She got to be ahead by like 8, like Biden was or Hillary. I mean, more than that. She got to be ahead by like 11. In order to suppress this massive shy Trump vote. And then how the fuck you going to suppress 20% or 25% of black people who are voting for Trump? Dude, you're not. That's the answer right here on the Clark the Shit Show. I'm sorry, liberals. Google it. Fucking Google shit yourself, you guys. And you will see she ain't doing well with blacks. And guess what? She'll probably win anyway. Because he who counts the votes 4 days later wins. I mean, all the stats will probably remain the same after Election Day. They'll be like, oh, blacks voted 20% for Trump. Young women, 40% for Trump. Crosstabs. We don't know how the election didn't turn out like that. And we got all these ballots that arrived at 7 a.m. the next day that came in on food trucks. Remember that guy, the Bethpage, Jesse Morgan? Whatever happened to that story here on the Clark the Shit Show? That's weird, you guys. That guy was like, there were completed ballots. 2 big gaylords. He called them gaylords. Big boxes, basically, of ballots coming from Bethpage, New York, into Pennsylvania. Weird story that just disappeared. But I know what happened there because I, Clark the Shark, know everything. Those were phony ballots shipped in. Or who knows, maybe they were real fake ballots of people who don't live in Pennsylvania who voted absentee, if you will, or provisional, if you know what I mean, right here on the Clark the Shit Show. How many votes did they discover in Georgia? You know, fuck, dude, even New Mexico and Minnesota, but certainly Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin were from out-of-state people who no longer lived there, but yet they voted. I'm not talking about the dead votes, you guys. Now, this was something the Arizona audit dug up, if you will. All the votes at vacant lots, no address, no house. You go there, there's no house. There's an address, but no house. Or in some cases, there's a house, but no address votes. Tons of them. 12,000 condition critical weird votes in the Arizona audit, you guys. He won by what, 10,000, 9,000, 11,000? Yet there's 12,000 weird votes in Arizona. According, you remember the audit that happened at the stadium? At the Valley of the Sun, where the Phoenix Suns used to play, the Lakers, that building, they did that audit in Arizona, remember? And the audit proved exactly what we all knew and thought. Don't ask me how. I don't know how they do it, but Democrats cheated. There were 12,000 condition critical votes that didn't make any sense. I'm not even talking about signatures that don't match. I'm talking votes that shouldn't exist, that were rubber stamped by polling workers. Why were they rubber stamping them? You know, in the other video where I said they don't check the signature good enough. And if the signature, it's just a scribble. And then, here's another thing. If there's a scribble signature for Donald Trump vote, they'll probably throw that one out. They'll carefully scrutinize that vote and be very scrupulous, if you will, analyzing every detail about that ballot. But the ones for Biden or Harris, oh, baby, they're going to fucking just rubber stamp those right on through. That's what people in Arizona, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Michigan have been saying. Even polling workers said this. They were like, we don't feel, the signatures don't match. And some lady's like, don't worry, just have it go through. And the guy's like, well, the signature doesn't match. Remember that video on YouTube? Remember that? There's a guy in Georgia, a polling monitor. And he's all, signature doesn't match. Not just a polling monitor, a polling worker and monitor. We're telling the lady, the supervisor, they were saying the signatures don't match on a lot of these ballots. I'm sure this wasn't just Georgia. This was Arizona, Nevada, Michigan, Pennsylvania, everywhere, Minnesota, New Mexico, New York, California. Signatures don't match. And then what do they do with the envelope? They throw it away, and then it's gone. We don't have the signature anymore. Or in some cases, they do keep it, and then the auditor comes along and goes, oh, holy shit, you know what? The fucking signature doesn't match. We got to throw this vote out. Yeah, dude. After the fact, 3 months later won't do anyone any good after the election's certified. I mean, and I wonder, dude, if they found 12,000 condition critical red, blinking red ballots and votes in Arizona, what the fuck else did they find out there when they audited shit in Pennsylvania or elsewhere, Georgia, recounts and all that shit? What else did they find? We don't even know. And perhaps we never will. Right here on the critically accurate and analyzing Clark the Shit Show. And I'm out of here. Peace.